I try to do it much less sort of planned or organized or less of sort of an approach and just try to be open for the opportunities to listen, but also to contribute. I remember several years ago, some of my nieces and nephews were talking about a friend of theirs who had just got pregnant and they were surprised because it looked like she was going to keep the baby or something. And I said, oh, that sounds hopeful. And they said, why does the church teach what it teaches about, doing your best to avoid a situation of abortion? And I said, like they asked me, I didn't insert myself into the conversation. I was listening. And I think that's very important when you're wanting to connect. If you start, sort of teaching them and scolding them, you turn them right off. So I was just listening. And then when they asked, I didn't give them a 10-minute lecture or anything like that. I just said, because we believe there's most hope in that situation. But then I always try to remember that very person I'm talking to, they may themselves have been in a situation where they've had an abortion. And so you don't want to come across like how they should have lived their life. I always try to challenge myself and remind myself, I don't know how to live their life. I can share my experience, I can share church teaching, but I can't judge how they live their life because I don't know what they've been through. And I can tell you, I've got 4 women who are my goddaughters who've been through abortions, and I can tell you for not a single one of them was it a choice. So I just put out the notion there for the kids. It's because we believe there's most hope. You can't ring the bell. Your life has changed forever with an unwanted pregnancy. But hopefully there are choices you can make that doesn't destroy you emotionally and physically and that sort of thing. So no big lecture, just because we're seeking hope, the best possible situation.